Once again, it's a privilege to be welcome into your homes. Today we are reading from Luke chapter 5, verse 1 to 11. While the crowd was pressing in on Jesus and listening to the word of God, he was standing by the lake of Gennesaret. He saw two boats there alongside the lake. The fishermen had disembarked and were washing their nets. Getting into one of the boats, the one belonging to Simon, he asked him to put out a short distance from the shore. Then he sat down and taught the crowds from the boat. After he had finished speaking, he said to Simon, "Put out into deep water and lower your nets for a catch." Simon said in reply, "Master, we have worked hard all night and have caught nothing, but at your command, I will lower the nets." When they had done this, they caught a great number of fish, and their nets were tearing. They signaled to their partners in the other boat to come to help them. They came and filled both boats so that the boats were in danger of sinking. When Simon Peter saw this, he fell at the knees of Jesus and said, "Depart from me, Lord, for I am a sinful man." For astonishment at the catch of fish they had made seized him and all those with him, and likewise James and John, the sons of Zebedee, who were partners of Simon. Jesus said to Simon, "Do not be afraid. From now on you will be catching men." When they brought their boats to the shore, they left everything and followed him. Sometimes we can have a strong sense of our own unworthiness when we are in the presence of the Lord. Several characters in the Gospels express their sense of unworthiness before Jesus. John the Baptist expressed his unworthiness to baptize Jesus. The Roman centurion expressed his unworthiness to have Jesus come to his home. In the reading, Simon expresses his unworthiness just to be in the presence of Jesus. Each of these characters felt that the gap between themselves and Jesus was so great that they simply weren't worthy to have him drawn closer to them. Yet on each occasion, Jesus brushed aside the objection. He insisted on John baptizing him. He insisted on going to the home of the Roman centurion. He insisted to Simon Peter that he would not be departing from him. On the contrary, Simon Peter was called by Jesus to share intimately in his work of catching people, gathering people into God's kingdom. The Lord does not want our sense of unworthiness to become a block between himself and us. Yes, we are unworthy, but the Lord does not ask us to be worthy. Rather, he asks us to be willing, to be responsive to his will for our lives. His purpose for our lives is always so much generous than the plans or purpose we might have for ourselves. Dear friends, like Peter in the reading, we can discover that at the very moment when we are most aware of our unworthiness, the Lord is looking ahead to the person we can become and to the role we can play in his work in the world. Shalom. Peace.